Andrew, Andrew, where are you? Where are you, Andrew? Hey, where are you? Where are you? Where? Oh! Hello, it's Andy the Hearse Man here once again. Another episode of looking at my 1987 Cadillac Hearse in the UK. Slightly different because there's not that many about, so this is for all the people who's interested in hearses. Let's have a little look. Now this week we're going to have a look in the back of the hearse, have a look at the coffin, have a look at what I've done inside because there's some unusual features. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Okay, so here we go. We're going to walk down towards the back of the hearse. I've got my little microphone on this week. The other week I was doing a few videos and the sound quality was pretty bad because, as you can probably hear, I do live on a busy main road. There's traffic flying past all the time. Even though we are supposed to be in lockdown, there's still loads of vehicles up and down. Oh, that's cool. So one of the first things you probably notice about the back of my hearse is, first of all, is my graphic on the back. This is one I designed myself. I wanted something a little bit different on the back of my hearse, something that you don't see very often. So yeah, I designed all that, got it all printed up onto a graphic, and I thought it would be cool to have a little bit of a graphic on the back. So the other thing you probably notice as well is how do you get in? Well, there's no handles on it because just here was originally where the handle used to be. There was a handle there, you did it and pulled it up. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be something slightly different. I wanted a slightly different approach to it. So this is what I did. I had a door popper instead. So I've got on my remote control, got a little door popper. When I click this, yay ho, bye presto, and the door opens up. Right, okay, so this, you're looking in the back of the hearse at the moment, and obviously it's full of all my usual bits and pieces that I've got. I've got a massive big American coffin in, got pictures that I put up, and I've got bits of props. And if you follow my last video as well, you probably remember that I was talking about being banned from a car show in the UK because of all my props that I take with me. So that's what really cheats people off, the fact that I have props in and these sort of things in, which I just think slightly funny. But I've got a bit of a strange sense of humour as well. I've got one of these. Now this is, I think it's a great little thing, and I would suggest if you've got a vehicle, have one of these in. If you want to put it on pause, have a little bit of a read about what it says, do so. I think it's just great because I get loads and loads of questions about, you know, is it a hearse? No, it's not a hearse. A hearse. It's a hearse. There's no T at the end. Okay, is it a real hearse? Well, Cadillac didn't make fake ones. Well, technically they didn't make hearses anyway, really. They just made the vehicles, and it's the companies that converted them that made a hearse. Is there a body in the coffin? You can read it for yourself, have a little bit of look through, and I think it's just an ideal way. If you're turning up at car shows, just gives people a bit of an idea about what's going on. Okay, let's take some of this stuff out and let's have a little look in the coffin. Okay, so here's the kind of things I like to take with me when I'm doing a car show, which obviously they're all cancelled this year, I'm afraid, but there we go. I've got my little spider, and I think this is really cool. It's a little remote control spider I put on the roof of the hearse when I'm doing a show, and it runs up and down and hopefully makes people jump up and down. I've got a box of bits, got a little tray. That's cool. I got that from a little car tray. Do you remember those guys? Guys in America will remember those really, really, really well. That car tray that fits on the inside of the car and it kind of hooks on it. And I've got all sorts of bits and pieces that I'll put on that as well. Got a little light in the back, some cleaning material. I've got a can of Monster drink as well, which is I put on my little tray with a burger as well. So just to make it fun, I thought the Monster drink was quite appropriate, really. And obviously we've got usual. That's my burger. That's my little burger that I put on my tray with it. That sits on the tray. I've got my Elvira, Mistress of the Dark video because it will play DVDs, which I'll show you about in a little bit as well. Bits and pieces, cleaning materials, all kinds of stuff I take with me. And obviously, I do like my spider. My little guy. I'll just give you a little demo. He's cool. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
I've written about the dead.
Here we go. This is your atypical American casket, which I like to have with me at all times. Keep it in here because basically I've nowhere to put it. Really, I've run out of space. I've got another couple of coffins as well, which I keep in the house, as you do, I suppose. I'll show you what's inside in a minute. We might have a celebrity inside the coffin. Can you guess who it is? Stick with me too a little bit later on and I'll show you who the celebrity is that we've got in the coffin today. Now, last time I mentioned about having the power system in the front of the car when I did a little run through. If you haven't watched that video, go back, have a look at that little video. It's all about how I run the PA system. I've got some PA speakers fitted in the back of the hearse. I've also got a PA system in the coffin, which I'll show you in a minute. All that's run by an auxiliary battery, which I've put in. And the auxiliary battery's in here, so I don't know if you can see this. I'll get a little bit closer, I'll just spin it round. That's not very good, is it? Well, you can see in there, we've got a little bit of an auxiliary battery in there as well. Okay. So that's in there. So that's in that bit which I've fitted in. So I wired it all as well. Thank you, YouTube, again, giving me all the information how to do it. Managed to work it all out, put a battery in. Split charge system. When the vehicle's running, it powers up all the system and it powers up all the engines, and all the excess power is routed via a fuse unit in the front. Then it goes to a distribution box and that's fused. It comes all the way to the back of the vehicle and it runs through there where those wires are there, and it's fused there again. Comes all the way around to here and it's fused again. So it's really overly fused, but obviously you've got to be really, really careful when you're doing your own wiring. And it works great, powers all the system up. We're going to pull the coffin out, we're going to have a little look and see what's in the coffin. As I said, we have a celebrity in the coffin. So we're going to find out, stick with me, we'll find out who this celebrity is. So I'm just going to pull the coffin out and have a little look inside. Catch me in a sec. Right, well this is my American casket. Obviously, if you've got an American hearse, you've got to have an American casket. It's an absolute little beauty. I love it to it. It's just great, and I think it looks great. And there's loads of different styles of American caskets. There's a very, very, very famous casket company in America called Batesville, and they make split lid coffins and things. And they're quite expensive, but they're really, really well made. Obviously, there's a lot of cheaper versions. This is actually a Chinese import. This is what they call a repat coffin, which is a repatriation coffin. And this came from a funeral director's, well, quite a few hundred miles away from me. And it was on eBay again. Somebody being repatted back into the country, and it was on sale. I bought it, and these guys very, very kindly shipped it over to me. And here we have. I think you've got to have an American casket if you've got an American car. Simple as that. If you've got a UK hearse, yeah, you're okay. But these are really, really, really heavy. I've got a wheel beer for it as well to wheel it around because I can't move it on my own. It's impossible. It's just super heavy. Now, I did mention we have a celebrity in the coffin. Can you guess who the celebrity is? Well, we're about to find out. Are you ready? Do you think it's somebody famous? Do you think it's somebody you might know? Well, it is. It's Elvis. Elvis is in the building. Yay. Okay, we've got an Elvis in, which I like to take with me. This is great. One of these, I'm not going to plug it in today for you. I'll show you another day when we go on a cruise out one day and we go to a car show. I'll show you how it all works. But it moves. It's animatronic. His mouth moves. He sings. He talks to you. It's great. It's a really cool thing, and it's scared so many people because his head moves from side to side, his eyes move, his mouth moves. He tells you stories, and he sings Elvis songs. So that's the celebrity in the coffin today. Coolio. Now we do have another little special feature about this coffin as well, which is this, hidden under all this plethora of white fabric. This is the other part of the PA system, really. So I'll just whiz back and let you have a little look at. So we've got all this wiring which comes down, goes down to a big power amp. We've got a big power amp down here, 1000 watt power amp. And we've got a big sub unit in here. Got some speakers in here. And obviously we've got some speakers where the seats are. We're going to do the seats in a minute. Have you seen the seats? We've got speakers at the back of the seats. All this is all fed by this umbilical cord here. and it all runs down to the front of the vehicle, behind the partition bit, and that's where all the power amps is. And that's from the last episode that we did, showing about how I put all the PA system in. That feeds it all the way down. And all this is all powered by that battery at the other side. Okay, this is it from the other side. So as you can probably tell, I'm a big American car fan. Anything to do with America, I'm well keen on anyway. It's I've been watching American movies and TV shows and driving American cars for years and years and years and years. So when we go to American car shows, we've got to have the flag. So I'll take the flag with me. Now, a couple of little things in here. One thing you have noticed in here is we've got some seats in. These have been retrofitted because I wanted some seats in, so if we wanted to go for a day out, we could do. And so what we've done is I've got a very, very good friend of mine to fabricate all this for me. He's done a great job. Again, Lee Norton, mentioned him a while ago. He's got a body shop in town and he does all sorts of custom work and hot rod stuff, and he's just awesome. If you need any custom work doing and you're in Blackpool, go and see Lee Norton. Brilliant. So what he did, I asked him to cut this section of the deck out, because the deck went originally all the way around. Fabricated this up so we can still carry a coffin. And I've done funerals with it, and it's fit a coffin in perfectly. Down behind these seats, these are fold down seats. These are from a Daimler limousine. These fold down. They've got seat belts in as well, so it's all safe in the back. At the moment, it's used to store all my junk in. But yeah, these fold down and come forward. Behind here, I've retrofitted some speakers as well behind here, so that if you're sat in the back, you can listen to the sound system as well. So a couple of people said to me, yeah, I could do with, how do you go about fitting seats in the back of the hearse? Now, quite a few people rip all the inside out, turn them into a limousine, put J seats in and all sorts of seats in the back, so you can sit in as a limousine. Great, if that's what you want to do, if that works fine for you. And I've seen some great versions. There's a lovely gal in the States called Barbie, and she's got Barbie's Dream Hearse, and hers is awesome inside. Absolutely amazing conversion inside. And obviously she uses it for proms and weddings and all that sort of things, which is great. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to carry my casket and seat people in as well. So I think it works. People have asked me how I did it. That's how I've done it. Get some seats. Yeah, you're facing backwards, so what, doesn't matter. Now, a couple of things I'm going to show you. Up here we've got a little, it's a bit dark, so apologies if it's too dark. Got a little monitor there at that side. Got a little monitor at that side. That's probably better. That's probably better. You can see a little better. So I've got little TV monitors which I've built into the panels there. That's connected up to the DVD player in the front. So if we're going anywhere, anybody is sat in the back and wants to watch movies, we could have movies on in the back, which I think is pretty cool. Again, a unique feature. I don't know how many other hearses have that. So wait till the wiring out to come through. It features that. Also, there's another AV lead, which runs all the way to the back of the hearse and comes out roughly where the battery is, and that's to feed another TV monitor. So if I'm at shows, I can put another TV on and I can show films to people at the back. So I really, really, really try to make it an interesting experience for people when they come and see my hearse. So that's basically it really inside. Gonna close Elvis up, put him back to sleep. Gonna give my flag a little wave. Big hi to all my American fans for signing up and obviously registering with me and subscribing to my little blog. I do appreciate it. Not a lot of the British guys get to see this. So again, if you're in the States, you'll have seen loads of American hearses. This is my passion. This is what I love. This is my passion. I love American cars. I've been into hot rods, American cars, hearses, from when I was little really. I think most people when they were little used to have soccer stars on the walls or whatever. I had pictures of T-buckets and Model Bs and Model As on my wall because I was a massive American car fan. But I always wanted a hearse, so I managed to get it. So this is the inside of my hearse. It's just a great little thing. It's great fun to drive. I love driving it, but we can't go anywhere at the moment. Once this lockdown comes to an end, I promise you, I will take a little bit of a run round, have a little bit of a look round at what there is in Blackpool. So thank you so much indeed. I really, really appreciate you subscribing to me. And if you've got any ideas of things you'd like me to have a look at, let me know. Let me know in the comments below, please. It's all good fun. That's about it for here. Going to say ta-ta fairly shortly. Going to put Elvis back to bed. Going to put the car back to bed. And I'll catch you in just a sec. Okay, YouTubers, that's about it from me for this week. Thank you once again for joining me on another episode, showing what it's like in the back of the hearse. Thank you so much again for subscribing to me. I really, really appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much again. If there's anything you want to know about the hearse, let me know in the comments below. We will get out at some point, and I will promise you we will get further than the bottom of the driveway at some point. We'll have a little look round somewhere and I'll show you what we can do. For myself, have a great week, take care, look after one another, love one another. Until next week, I'll see you again. Take care, bye bye. Ah!